had that picture in my head, like, no, this wedding.
You must hold.
So I kept tolerating a lot of things in the relationship. I saw things that I felt I could not live with for the rest of my life, but I ignored. There are times that I feel like it would be nice if somebody was here right now.
Those
it
times
would be
where
nice.
it's cold and night and you need something.
That's why as a single person, it's very important to have a support system. Imagine I'm hugging a tall person who did not use deodorant.
I
can't do a face like this.
You're like here. But you're
No, she go there.
Yeah, she go there.
No, I'll be like here. My head is like here.
Yeah,
so when he opens his
the
arms,
armpit,
like
so now here.
the armpit here come back.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode on Inside Spice.
Ladies and gents.
So today we'll be discussing coping mechanisms for single people.
In a world full of
Yeah, in a world full of God when every 5 posts, you know. And since we have wealth of experience as a lot of single people on this set,
stop that.
we decided to
I feel attacked.
Decided to touch them where it matters.
We decided to start our own community.
No.
And I don't think we'll post this video on TikTok now because so many relationship people, let them attack us.
They should attack us now. Controversy is good.
Nonetheless, so
Controversy is
I remain a Daku boy and
Nana.
single Nana and
Stop it.
Pipeline Tasty.
Pipeline. You have something in the works.
That's something in the works.
So yeah.
So when people say that I'm single by choice, do you really think they are single by choice, or it's just that nobody wants them and they don't want to admit that to themselves? Because seriously, do you think people are actually single by choice? And they say, I'm single by choice, I don't want to be in a relationship.
Why is everybody looking to me now?
Okay, stop. See now.
Wait,
See now.
see, if in my at least people that are, as soon as you mention it, I can think of. I think the only people that I know that are single by choice are people that are high intelligence, high drive. They are putting their career over
other things.
Yeah, over other things. But usually, most persons are using it as a mask. Come on, they find money for a lack of skill, to attract women.
Are you saying it only applies to men? What about women as well? It doesn't apply to women in your own case?
I don't know. That's not my reality, so I don't know.
You can't relate.
In most cases, I feel like maybe persons you want don't want you, and people you don't want are the people wanting you.
So it's never like mutual.
It's never like mutual. Yeah, so you just be like, I just want to be single.
I think it would be helpful to explore like reasons why people are single.
People are single. You know,
first off, I think on a broader note, it is sometimes informed by culture.
Culture.
Like
Staying single.
Okay.
We guys are ready to bounce.
I
did not think we were going to debate, but you guys are ready to debate.
No, it's not debate.
It's not debate. When you mention culture,
let's Timothy, relax your face, all right? Okay. Friendly smile. Hermes.
Yes.
Yeah, smile.
That's the energy.
It's just vibe now, yeah. Nobody, it's not a debate.
You know, if you consume a lot of content, you notice that there was a time when everybody's like complaining, hey, the stress that comes with relationship.
Yeah.
I'd rather be
single.
Self-love, self-care, this. That's what I'm talking about. Culture.
I want to be enough.
If that is being pushed through the media, you find out that a lot more persons are, I don't want to deal with that stress. But if now as TikTok got more popular and we are seeing relationship goals, different TikTok couples.
Yeah,
people see that and they want that for themselves.
Yeah, that's true. Personally, well, I agree with Timothy that some people it's just never really mutual, but other times too, it's because they have been really, really hurt in the past. Like, some people, I feel like some people never really heal from a bad breakup. Sure. And whenever like they get a new opportunity for like another relationship, that thing is still in their mind. Like, I don't want to go through the same thing again. Like, they are scared of being hurt. They don't want to be vulnerable. So they feel like if they shut themselves off, they don't let anybody in, it's easier to just protect yourself. Because if you are not given the opportunity to come in, there is no way they can like hurt you or even say, you don't let them get to you. So it's like a shield around them. Say, okay, at least if I'm alone, then I know that whatever you do or say is going to be like out of my own zone. You can't do anything to touch me. So it's like they are trying to protect themselves, but they don't say that because they don't want to admit that they've not healed from the past. So they are like, I just want to be single for a while, you know. I'm trying to, some say, okay, I'm trying to build my career, I'm trying to, but I feel like for more people, for like 65% of them, they are just really, really hurt from the past and they don't want to go through the same thing again. Why you guys looking at me?
I really like how Nana.
No, you are
I
talking.
really
And that's
like
how
how
I'm
Nana
listening.
just pull out these statistics
Yes.
from her ass.
I feel like you're talking about listening.
65%.
65, and I wanted you to
This is
finish.
my
That's why we're looking.
From
I
your
wanted to
ass.
finish.
Leave me alone. From observation.
I wanted to finish because it was
Mathematician.
kind of like seeming to relate to what I'm about to say. That's how I wanted you to finish. So I would say I agree with you perfectly.
My family
'cause-
ginger, no.
No, I agree with you. So for what she was saying, right? For people not wanting to do it because of their past relationship, mostly I always like what happens to you. That thing sticks when it comes to relationship. It sticks a lot because I have people like
There are a lot of damaged people walking around.
damaged people walking around. So now it's not as
And
if
scared people.
it's not as if they don't want to, but they're scared of it. Is this person I'm going to meet still going to show me the same shaggy?
Is it going to be worth it?
Is it going to be worth it?
Previous negative
So-
experiences.
Yes. So now they have found this peace within themselves, and are scared of giving out that peace to be broken again. So you find people saying, I don't want a relationship. I'm working on myself. It's a lie.
Imagine
If you
after experiencing a very terrible breakup, you use like 3 years to get over the person.
Let me use myself. I used more than 3 years to heal for my first relationship because the thing was I was a child. 17. I was a child. So I was doing this Romeo and Juliet thing, happy ever after. You know nothing about relationship now. So when it happened, it shocked me. And then my sister came to my. I can remember my sister coming to my room. See, I was crying. I'm sorry.
You're crying like a
I was
baby.
crying like a baby. My sister came to my room. I was like,
This is your sister. Is she an older sister?
yeah, firstborn. She
So
came.
wait, did they make you watch certain kinds of movies that it was mostly about romance?
Why?
You know.
Because me, that's what led to my own heartbreak. I was just like 4 years to heal.
4 years?
It was like 3. I'm telling you this.
And the funny thing is, the relationship lasted like 10 days.
10 days.
But then it took you longer
It
to
took
get
me,
over.
yeah.
What?
Because I already had this
Me wasn't-
image, this perfect image of
Or
her.
what could have
Me, it wasn't
been?
like 10 years. Like it was like 10 days. It was like
And it's
3
because
years.
of all these Filipino love movies.
Love movies, yeah.
Then
So
I
it
noticed
kind of
another
like-
string of heartbreaks with boys that grew up with K-drama.
K-drama.
Like,
Yeah,
sister.
they feel things
it
more.
just
They're more
gives you
emotional.
this thing. in
See,
your
I
head
feel
that-
like the thing sometimes is a lesson and it prepares you and it makes you more stronger. But sometimes the damage it causes
It makes you so strong that people
sometimes
find it
if I
hard
want
to
to
penetrate.
piggyback off what Nana said earlier before you start saying something, I will say another reason is a skill issue. Like,
skill.
yeah, when you lack the skills to attract a partner for whatever reason, you just find it to
Like,
be too
it's
much
better I
hassle.
don't try. Fear
Yeah.
of rejection.
Yeah,
Rejection, but-
fear of rejection is part of it.
Okay.
It's part of it, but it's not the whole. You find it difficult approaching women. Yeah, and the few women that are in your life,
You don't want them.
or they don't want you.
They don't want
And
you.
you know, there's this thing with women that if you have a lot of women around you, more women find you attractive.
Yeah, it's true. It feels like you have something that they are seeing.
they're seeing,
And those people are like, what's up with this guy?
So
That's
when
like
women in
like
your
married
life find
men.
out that they are the only ones in your life, you're not really attractive. That way you stay single. So
Yeah.
that's what I mean by it's a skill issue. From meeting, from approaching and attracting new girls, you lack that, and keeping it fun and lively with the ones that are already in your life.
For ladies, I feel like for some ladies, actually like an issue of esteem, because deep down in them, they feel like they are not good enough. Okay, so they don't want the certain people, but for the caliber of people that they want, they feel like they are not good enough for those people. So it's like they say, okay, I'm trying to work on myself so that I'll be in the same league with this category of men that I
Yeah.
would like to attract. But then in the process, they don't do anything. They don't socialize. They don't. So it's like they are not actually improving, but they are not also getting in the dating game. So it's a whole long cycle of I'm working on myself, I'm working on
So
myself.
sometimes don't you just see like this societal trend of poor man who they love, you get. So don't you see that as like
Limiting people from
as well?
dating.
Because sometimes you might see
Yeah.
some people you feel like, yo, this shorty should be in my league, and
But
you'll
then
be like,
the
"Oh,
money
no,
be like,
this shorty might be way over my league."
no,
and-
wait a minute. You see wig.
Yeah.
Go straight.
You see the iPhones and the things, and you be like, "You, I'm just using an
Wait,
Android
this one
phone."
you're talking about big and bullshit. You want to date girls too?
I might. I might.
Yeah. Nonetheless,
So it's
like
like
enough
society.
said, what you said is very valid.
But do you think
But
it's valid when people say
most
I'm
cases-
single because I'm broke? Like staying single because you don't have money. Do you think it makes sense that people say that or they do that?
I say it makes sense for me.
See, when people say that, for me, it sounds like a slippery slope. Because when that money does come, at least the experiences I've had around me, when that money does come, the money becomes their entire personality.
And they don't see anything in you, so they stay for the money.
As a young man, so long as you're not in your 30s, not in your 30s yet, and there's this promise about you, I don't think you should be making excuses for
Being single.
for being single. That like that money is the reason.
So you mean a man should always have women?
No, it's not like relax now. Why are you always trying to set me up? I'm not saying a man should always have me.
I
Because
just
see,
say reason, say okay.
the issue of women, marriage, and the family is very important
Very,
in the life
very,
of a
very
woman.
important.
So if you gather enough experience in your early adulthood, it will serve you,
Yeah.
right? So that's why you should strive to get into one. So long as you
For
have
the
the time
experience.
For the
Yeah,
experience,
to
yes.
manage it, and if you really look inwardly, you're not making excuses and lying to yourself that you need to get your bread up.
Money.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the field you're in, you have a lot of free time on your hands, right? You use social media and movies to fill it up. And back to what I was saying, right? As a young man, so long as you're fit, right, you have a good sense, you can develop a good sense of style. You work out, you have something that you're doing, right? There's this upward trajectory about you.
True, yes.
You attract
You
babes.
attract babes.
Attract.
But then I'm still not going to leave the importance of money.
Right, Lenny.
You know who sang that song? Love don't cost a dime. We are supposed to shoot the person to death.
But now we have this
see,
song now.
yes,
Love is
yes,
sweet, oh,
see,
when money enter, love is sweeter.
Exactly.
So you get
Now you notice that even with men that have this money to attract these babes, you find out that
Skills matter.
they still look outwards. They still look outward because these men that look at this money as end all be all, especially if you're so young, right, and you're trying to get your bread up, you're not experiencing women, experiencing life, having this richer experience. When the bread finally comes, it becomes your entire personality.
yes.
Then it will be very easy for
And you now
women
find out
to
that to keep
manipulate
women,
you.
yes,
It'll
and
be
to keep
difficult.
women, you need more than that relationship.
relationship.
Honestly.
You need more than that
That
money.
money,
It's true.
honestly, the skills
But
are
I
very,
feel
Yeah, so-
but that's why they said it's sweet. But when the money comes in, it's sweeter
it
because
makes it easier. You know, dates,
dates, you
hang
want to go
out.
to the mall.
Imagine,
okay, it's vow now, and you have a girlfriend, and that's this. It's
Valentine
normal.
package
It's
is
normal a
not
day for you to
free.
exchange gifts.
I'm not
as
saying it's not
lovers.
important. It's very
Very,
important.
very
But I'm
important.
not saying
But it shouldn't be
Don't
an
look at it like
Shouldn't
this
be
end
like
up
an
be all,
alibi for you not to date.
for not
somebody.
have. But then another thing that we've not addressed is the fact that people are actually very wicked. Ha! No, like there are demons working out
some
there.
bad eggs out
there are
there.
demons, demonic men, and evil women. I'm not going to leave women. Like
Nana has had
a lot
really
of
bad experiences.
a lot of people are just out there, and it's like they look out for the kind ones. Just to, like take advantage of
unsuspecting
you.
ones, the naive
You know
ones.
when they call you an understanding girlfriend or an understanding boyfriend, it has translated to being mumu, somebody that is very very easily manipulated, and for somebody that was in a relationship and actually like did their best to make it work and never stressed you, never.
You're sure you did your best.
Exactly.
If we'll find out, but we'll ask
Perhaps
him, then we'll find out.
So they are like very, very wicked people. Like when you give your all in this relationship, and at the end of the day, they just leave you for unreasonable reasons, or they leave you for somebody they claim they could never be attracted to. You know, there are men that will like, I want a modest woman, I want this woman. But at the end of the day, they will end up leaving you for a baddie that is obviously, very obviously shaking bomb bomb in a club. So experiencing something like that, or even the ladies that cheat on men because of money. Like, okay, your man is okay, but then he's not as rich. So you are sleeping with other men for money because of it. Somebody that experiences that will feel the need to actually make more money and not get into the dating scene because they feel like you need money to keep a woman, that kind of stuff. So it kind of like, you know, our thoughts, our opinions are usually built from experiences.
I understand. I understand that reality, yeah. And if as a young person or as a man, you've been left for someone with a bigger bag, no matter how much you make, you always find that there are men with
That will always
bags.
have more money
So
than
at the end
you.
of the day, it comes to your selection process. Your selection process for picking a woman,
Okay.
right? And the kind of woman you end up picking.
Okay.
Because
So you
you
cannot-
see
you
where
ca-
tidy pass you always
you cannot think of an Agbani there you go in your head.
You see?
An Agbani there you go. You cannot think of an Agbani there you go. In your head. Yeah, you cannot think of an Agbani.
If you get Agbani the rego self and you know say you guide, if you sabi other things too, you can keep.
You use laughter.
Okay, now moving on, like enough said about why people are single. Say you're single. What's the best way to navigate?
Being single.
Yeah, like you want to own it, you want to make the most of it. Like, what would you say?
Single.
For me, how I can manage it as a person is
Cope with being
cope
single.
with being single is
No, wait. You are single, right?
I'm working on something.
So it's talking stage.
Yes, it's talking stage. I'm working on something.
Okay, before you start your talking
So
stage,
yes,
how have you been?
So
coping?
how I've been coping? I've been
Yes.
trying to read books, trying to read watch clips on relationships because I know I'm not going to be single forever. So I want to see how I'll prepare myself so that if I meet this person, how I'm going to bend this relationship. Because maybe some persons when they were much younger, they just felt making out is just the best thing, man. I want to be in a relationship because I want to be making out. Now it's beyond that. You need to have, for me, you need to think of the friendship in the relationship as well, and then you need to think of a friend, a sister, somebody you can bond with aside the making out. So once you have these things in place and you meet the person, you know that okay, at this point, I like my girlfriend, like conversations. Let's have conversations.
But the sex is important too, right?
Yeah, it's very, 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 very important in
Okay.
quotes. Very, very important.
Very, alright.
very. But I don't want people to bend on the sex because sometimes it's tiring. I don't know if you have tried, but for me, sometimes I feel like it gets to a point where you feel like,
No, wait. Have you ever been
tired of sex?
No.
That could say something. You're laughing.
Have
but
you ever?
I just want to.
Have you ever been tired of sex? Like, no, this thing is too much. This girl wants to kill me.
This girl wants to kill me.
Have you ever been tired of life?
At some point,
Yes, now. I've been tired of it. Now that I think about it,
You've been tired of sex, so it's okay. Continue.
So you see, so you
always want to paint me like
so,
this bad
so for me,
person.
I just feel like people should try to
Find God.
find
See
themselves,
God too.
find themselves in that period of them being single, because they are always going to
lot
get
to-
learn, and they are always going to get into a relationship again. So they should not just sit and feel like
I'm okay with being single. I'm
being
single by choice.
You are lying to yourself if you say that. For me,
See, when it
So,
comes to
wait.
navigating,
Okay, continue.
when it comes to making the most of singlehood or navigating it, I know, or at least I'm estimating that everybody has a rough idea on how to go about it. So I'm refraining from saying something that we all already know. And one philosophy that I find interesting. Relax now. Why is smiling?
you always have this way of coming. So we want to
Oh,
wait
yeah,
for
I'm
you.
You're ready with your arms like this to shoot.
Yes, I'm waiting for
Shoot
you.
on sight. So they were having this drama on stage, right? And there was a chair preventing him from making his way to the center stage.
Okay.
He told the other actor, and he was like, use the difficulty. What he meant was, then he expanded further and said, if it's a drama, pick up the chair and smash it. Add to it,
Okay,
right?
like give it more life.
And then if it's a comedy, what did he say? If it's a comedy, if it's drama, smash it. Then if it's a comedy, you fall over it, right?
Oh,
it adds to it
okay.
and
So
makes
it
people
had
laugh.
to do.
make people laugh.
Okay.
So when you think of that life philosophy and you also want to use it to look at singlehood, you could become a more interesting person.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely.
Make use of that single to
single.
do something. Become a more interesting person. That when you do find a partner, there's
They
just so
cherish
much
you.
aspects
Like
to
there's
it.
so much
Yeah,
in
yeah.
you.
It could be that you took up a fighting class.
New hobbies.
Right.
Yes. You know, it's very
Things like that.
attractive when somebody knows how to do so many things. You're like, you can bake.
You can bake, yeah.
You
true.
can.
And it just adds to this your life and gives you this richer experience.
Experience
That
about
even if you later on you find a relationship and it doesn't work out, you have a
Other
life.
things
Have
to
a life
fall
to
back
fall
You
back
have other things to
on.
fall
Yeah,
back to,
very
so.
important. Very, very important. You know, I've seen people that they don't know how to be single. And I think I was at that phase at some point in my life. So after my first relationship ended, I've always been wired to think in my household, actually. You know, culture has a lot of effect on the way we think as well. So in my household, as a lady, once you are done with school, usually before you go for NYC, you are getting married. So I had it conditioned in my mind that, okay, now that this relationship with my first love did not work, how do I get married soon? So no, seriously, I was like, how do I get married soon since this one did not work?
Okay.
I
I see the logic.
I wanted
I
to
see
get.
the logic.
I honestly.
Like as they were just dating for too long, the thing is, she felt like that first 2 months, and she just locked him inside
Yeah.
marriage like this.
No, not
Till eternity.
No, not long.
That was that not it.
Guy, I'll arrest
Live
you.
at eternity.
I've exposed her.
You
guys should thank
you
me.
people should not twist my words, okay? So I felt like I wasted a lot of time in my first relationship and nothing was forthcoming. So after we broke up, it felt like I needed to be in a relationship again because it felt like as a woman, there is this just, I don't know how to put it, but from family members majorly, when you have a man in your life, they respect you more. They feel like you are doing something right. You might already be doing something right, but when you bring a man, they make you feel.
And you come from a very traditional household.
Yes, especially if the man is somebody they feel like, or they see a future with, very presentable, kind of the head of the family kind of man. They are like, she's ready.
Like this now, as you're single now, they think you're playing with your life.
Yes, they do.
You can go with me now.
They actually.
Until you find someone else.
Dako has been shooting
So
his
you
shots.
want-
Me, I have a ring I can give you.
Ask
Guys,
me.
start from me.
Nice. Have fun, Ayana. Whether for propose.
Yes, Steph, I propose. You guys.
Yeah.
should just... No, now Dako
Yeah.
now, not me.
You're not serious.
Give me the ring back. I'll go house.
Okay, so that was one of the reasons. So the moment I ended my first relationship, I wanted to get into another one that would lead to marriage. God so good for me. That was in 20.
And if you think about it, one thing short girls now to do very fast is to find relationship.
No,
Very
a
fast.
relationship used to find us. Calm
put them on
down.
It's
track.
because you
now,
guys are
run
too
now.
down, so you
No.
can
If you move
easily
fast,
maneuver your way
yeah.
down.
No, you people should calm down, okay?
From
What
one man to
you
another.
need to understand is that there is always a line, all right? So it just depends on the number you are on the line. So once the first person goes, another person comes.
Has to
So
replace.
I already had somebody that was disturbing me, but I was not answering because I was in a relationship. So I think the
But you
breakup.
kept in there.
Yeah, it was.
Giving him attention.
Never.
Receiving
No,
his
I'm not the
attention.
kind of person to do that. I won't give you attention, but I won't block you or anything like that. So I broke up my first boyfriend. This guy was still there. You know now, the way you pick the call before it will
Okay,
change.
you broke up. Oh.
Yeah, because you know
This
what
story
happened.
no clear. Bro, the
Stop
story clear.
it.
Not clear.
You already know what happened. Don't cast me like that. Don't cast me like that. So, you know, it was calling. That was, I think, very early 2022. Very early 2022. Or was it 2021? I think very early 2021. So he was calling and everything before. I used to give him attitude. But because I had already broken up with my boyfriend, you know, the thing would change. I started talking for longer and everything. Got to meet him, responsible,
Lucky
fine.
guy.
Lucky guy.
Responsible, fine Yoruba man, tall. I was like,
Yoruba Dima.
Man of your dreams.
Man of your
you
dreams.
get.
So you're not like good riddance to bad rubbish. Thank
So-
God you broke up with that boy.
So you now, not really, because I really, really loved him. But what now happened with that man was that I was bent on settling down with him. So I was seeing red flags, some signs.
You're ignoring it.
But I felt like, whoa, marriage is, you know, I don't know the way do you know how Ilorin people do wedding? For like 5 days. Now big achievement, though. I'm not even joking. They will celebrate, kill cow, kill ram. So I already had that picture in my head, like, no, this wedding.
You must hold.
So I kept tolerating a lot of things in the relationship. I saw things that I felt I could not live with for the rest of my life, but I ignored because I felt, okay, this was a man I had brought home. It was not even brought home because he met me through my aunt. So the relationship was kind of really deep. It was financially stable, in his 30s. So it felt like, perfect man for somebody who's ready for marriage. And people saw no problem with us because according to them, he was taking care of me. He used to give me money. So
Money.
but then that was okay. If I was somebody that just wanted the money, married and
You'd have
go,
put up with every bullshit.
just for the money. So I just kept seeing things. This wasn't somebody that understood me, that got me. Like I had boxes it was not ticking, like things that I could not compromise on, but people could not see that. So when I decided to end the marriage, it felt like I was useless. Like,
To your parents?
Yes, it felt like, what is she doing? She's playing with her life, that kind of stuff. So many of them could not understand. Even till today, they still don't understand, but I left him. I'm telling you, when I'm speaking, this person doesn't get me. He cannot listen. He dismisses my opinions. It doesn't make me feel seen in the
I
relationship.
think it boils down to what we're talking about. You can have the money, but not the
skill. God bless you.
The skill.
So I saw that, but not everybody could see that. And me ending the relationship actually really affected my mental health. Being in the relationship was bad for my mental health, but leaving the relationship was also bad for my mental health because I had family members who could have been unknowingly, but made me feel like I was not deserving of the whatever picture they had painted for me. And I just had to find a way to ruin it. So to them, it felt like I ruined my future. So if I was not somebody that was very stubborn and very strong-minded, I would have been forced into that marriage. So I think one of the things that I have learned out of that situation is it is very important to know yourself before you try to become one with another person. Because if you do not, eventually it's going to affect your marriage. So being single for me has been really good because I learned how to be single. Because I was always looking for a man to, be with and fulfill this requirement of actually being a married woman. So I learned to be alone, to know the things I actually enjoy, what I want out of life, what makes me happy without involving other people. So I think that's been like really, really good sides of being single. And coping has not been that difficult because sex is like major requirement for a lot of people to get into relationships. So I wouldn't say I was sexually active. So I'm not really missing much. It's easier for me to stay single. Do I feel lonely sometimes? Definitely, definitely. Sometimes now when you people should put ginger, you're making me feel like I'm narrating a story.
No, I'm really listening and get what you're saying.
Okay. So there are times that I feel like it would be nice if somebody was here right now.
Those times when it's cold and night and you need something.
That's why as a single person, it's very important to have a support system. And for that, I would have to really thank my family because they've always been there for me. Even when many people, especially
that's another opportunity like being single gives you.
To bond with people.
Family. Because, when you have that special order, you guys spend so much time between work and them. Like, you spend so much time together, there's little left for
family and friends.
Exactly.
So while you're single, it's good for you to understand what familial love is.
Yeah, very important.
Very important. Unconditionally.
True.
I think it reduces the amount of bullshit
you take.
Yes,
definitely. And also strengthens your bond with your family.
With your family love.
Because at the point, the whole talk thingy was majorly from the extended family. Because I told you they were already picking pepper red and ewedu blue. It was supposed to be, the wedding was supposed to be after my convocation. So it was close.
Celebration after celebration.
You get
party after party.
So when the whole thing came, and I just went to my mom, I was crying in her hands, this is not the future that I want. Please try and understand me. So we got to a point that she got to know what I wanted for myself more. And I think it was just really nice to actually be honest and
So for you, how can you
tell us?
How do you maneuver? How can you get out of it? Or how can you manage the situation of being single?
I think I already talked about like using the difficulty.
Difficulty.
And
I think even earlier, I think I've spoken much on the ideas I have about it, about navigating it. Investing. Because when you get into a relationship, right, most persons they invest in their woman. And that's commendable. That's good. Always
but
good.
invest in yourself too.
I'm a fan of that as well.
Before you, while you are single, that money. that
Invest
you
in yourself.
Invest in
Invest in
yourself.
yourself.
Prepare
Yeah.
yourself better
You
to
said
be
it
the
too.
next
Like
person.
you could
Yes.
buy books,
Yes.
buy clothes,
Clothes.
buy clothes.
Buy clothes,
good.
buy perfumes. Actually,
perfumes,
look good,
actually.
smell good.
Go out.
You're really big on perfume, so like 4 episodes, I'm always talking about perfume.
Do you know the
The
problem?
body
when-
of that is cannot perceive for this life. What is happening?
What is happening?
No. You just really used to pay me. You know, like, how should I say? You know my love for tall men now. So now imagine I'm hugging a tall person who did not use deodorant.
And
I
you're
can't
like,
share
okay, I
pass
can't do a face
right?
like this.
You're like here. But you're
I
hugging.
No,
mean-
she go there.
Yeah, that's good. That's
No, I'll be like here. My
Here,
head is
here.
like here.
Yeah, head
so
go
when
there.
he opens his
The armpits,
arms
so
like
like
this,
here.
the armpit here come back. This smell, no, I do not like it.
One more
at all.
justice for people that don't speak Yoruba.
And
I don't get
also-
the joke. I just have to be smiling.
No vex. We are used to it. That's the way, bro. And I think for introverts, for single people that are introverts, except you want to marry, but
Ah, yes,
a
yes,
delivery
yes.
man.
Yes, when you asked me, oh God, I cannot believe that he asked me, and
Asked you?
as a carrier of the gospel of meeting women, I did
yes.
not use that opportunity. When you're single, meet as many women as possible.
But what if you are
Keep
an
it-
introvert?
keep yourself sharp.
What if you work from home? You have a remote job that pays you very well. You have like
And I started again. You gotta bring up this.
no. It's not. I swear, it's not that far fetched. You might not be making millions, but if you have a skill,
Jesus. I'd not say that the idea of making millions
That's
is far-fetched.
far-fetched.
Nana is attacking me that I'm not making millions. So what is happening?
It's just trying to say.
no, it's fine.
I feel like it's actually trying
It's
to talk
fine.
about
We are broke
introverts.
together, so I
Now,
cannot
if-
broke
if-
shame.
Nana, I'm not broke.
If
You
you
are
are,
not broke, but you are not
Guys,
making millions.
I'm not making millions.
you have not dated him now, try him. He's saving his money for the girlfriend.
I beg.
Try
You
him.
know how it went.
What are you saying about introverts meeting people?
You know, just meet women and make their day.
Make their day. I saw pé introverts only come
Introvert
meet
always
people
No, I'm not
and
talking about
make their
introvert.
day.
You're not talking about introvert. Me, I'm extroverted. I don't have an introverted reality, so I cannot speak to that.
Okay. From an introverted point of view,
You, introvert.
I'm
Okay.
I'm not going to say I'm an
Should
introvert.
not say I'm an ambivert. Okay.
I am.
Eh,
Because
women.
when the thing is when I go outside,
When they
I
give you
comport.
if they seize your phone and your phone spoil, are you still introverted?
I will still be, but I'll probably be going to my brother's room more often. I say, I'm
That's
going
not being an
far now.
Introvert is on.
Exactly. So, for somebody that is introverted and maybe you are always ordering things, you never really have any reason to go out. I think
Good. Talk to the bike man.
Talk to the bike man.
planning solo dates like maybe once a month will be good for you. You dress up one day, you
Just go
look
sit
good, whether
out.
you're a man or a woman, on your own. You dress up, you look good. You choose to go to maybe a restaurant, just sit, chill. You know, it's easier for people to approach you when you're on your own than when you are with a friend.
Yeah,
because
true.
they might think, even if the person you want to approach
That's not the
is-
think. They'll think easy prey.
No,
Easy
sometimes it's, you know when in school, I don't know how girls do this thing, but they have this. They will be the beautiful one, and they will have this ugly set of friends.
And the
what-
ugly ones
the
will
ugly
be
ones
like
will go out,
bodyguards.
They'll be like bodyguard. They
That's
say,
like-
why are you talking to
Yes,
that?
what do you want?
I'm not talking to you, please now.
What do you
What
want?
do you
She's
want?
busy.
She's busy.
That kind of stuff.
Mouthpiece.
So some people try to like
More piece of the ghost.
to avoid that. So if you are sitting on your own and you are in an environment that maybe other people are coming, if you're actually like interested in like getting into a relationship, then it gives you like more opportunity. And even if you don't meet people that you're attracted to on the date, it gives you experience. Not like somebody will not take you to a restaurant, you will not be awkward on the menu while you are shocked. I would like to order. You might not even
No,
be able
some
to
of them, will-
pronounce
some of
the
them
name
like
of the
maybe
drinks.
if Daco Boy should order, I'll be like, give me what he ordered because I don't just want to stress. because I don't even know how
Yeah,
to
that kind of stuff.
communicate,
So
yeah.
it gives you this confidence. If you've been to a lot of restaurants and somebody is taking you on a date in a fancy restaurant, you walk in like you know the place because you've been to like similar places.
Yeah.
But if you're somebody that doesn't go out, they'll just take you to the restaurant. You are tripping. The whole attention, you are not used to it.
I'm used to it, yes.
You mess up in different ways. So it's
so
better.
self-love.
Honestly, it's good to get like practices on your own. We should, So it's just good to like work on yourself, and other ways. I think journaling helps.
Journaling, yeah.
Sitting with yourself. Oh, how do you feel? Checking in on yourself. How do you feel right now? Are
And
you?
even more to the journaling, you should just write more.
Yeah, right.
Because when you write more, it helps you be more articulate.
More articulated, yes.
And say you get into a relationship, you're better able to express
Yourself.
concerns you have with yourself, right?
True.
And
Yeah, that works. I know some people that they don't know more than say, me and my boo, this Valentine, my baby flew us to Maldives to celebrate Valentine. If you are somebody that you know you are single and your mental health is not strong enough to be handling all this lovey-dovey without making you feel lonely and even kind of depressed,
or left
why
out.
you are not in a relationship, you don't have a talking stage, you might not be in a relationship in a very long time. Why are you following couples pages on Instagram? Why are you following couples pages on TikTok? Show fair depression. Seriously, you watch some things. Even if you are in a relationship, there are some relationship video you watch. You be like, God, when? Me, when?
And you are in a relationship.
You are in a relationship. You see them. Like, you know this underwater
Like, this is a
hotel.
relationship, not relationship.
It's not
And now-
relationship
It's
now.
not shipping
It's
at
not
all.
This
shipping.
underwater hotel in Maldives, I think to stay there for a night is like 12-15 million. And you are seeing couples posting it there. They are Nigerians like you.
Why does this sound like Nana is talking about? How can you know the price?
I used to check now. I was working in a
Oh,
travel
She's
agency.
visualizing.
What you're
She's
saying
visualizing the
is
next guy.
No, I was working in a travel agency. That's why I know the prices of this thing. So we used to research.
Is it
Yes.
because of like it was depressing you? That's why
It
you
was
left
the
business?
job I had. But I see people following these people on
That's
Instagram.
what I'm saying. Now. Like, did you quit the job because of it was depressing you?
No,
Too
no.
much God.
Too
when
much
God
God when.
You
No.
had to quit your job.
But I'm just saying it's bad for people's mental health. So you're seeing all these things. You know that you might not be able to achieve. And watching it constantly is affecting you. It's making you feel bad about your life. Why are you still following them? Block them. Mute them.
Block.
Unfollow them. Seriously. Because there are some things you just need to shield yourself from. You might not be thinking, you might not be bothered about your single, was single status or whatever. But the more you watch couples, and like, it will actually be nice for me to have somebody like this. So before you know it, you are obsessing.
So people should be more. For me, people should be more prepared. Like as you are single,
Oh,
just
but
try
what
to
give
find.
these people advice?
Just
Let
try to
us allow
find
them
a
go.
space.
Let
No, but-
single people breathe. Leave us alone.
But they should also tell us how they manage their situations as well, because I
Yeah,
feel
so you could tell us that in the comment section.
comment section how you
Are
manage
you
your situation.
single? For how
So,
long
because
have
I
you
think
been
how long are
Nana
you
really
single?
needs the advice.
You're not
She
serious.
needs
I'm
it.
doing okay.
Mine is in the pipeline, please. It's
Seriously,
loading.
I feel like I'm more okay with my singleness. It's people around me that have a problem with it. You people should let me
Abi.
breathe. I am fine. Don't say when will you bring him home. There's no him. Rest. All of you should rest. Please let the single people breathe. Leave
The
us
mother
alone.
now be like, you have these fine men on set.
I don't want all of you. Leave me alone.
Daco with the
You.
parks.
Bro, when did you see my parts?
You were working out some days ago.
Nonetheless, would appreciate if you like,
Comment.
comment, subscribe,
and
and
share.
turn on post notifications.
So you can see our
So,
next
yeah, so you
videos.
can see our next videos.